I mean, pretty much got the, call from Coach Nurse as soon as free agency started, and, said he was a fan of my game, and, some of the things that I could bring to the team, and, use my versatility. So, I know he's a, defensive-minded coach, and a coach that's actually, that's won a championship, and, that's had a pretty good coaching career in this league. So, that's what drew it to me, and, obviously playing with one of my best friends, Tyrese, and, knowing each other since we were kids, and, his family knowing mine, and, it just worked out perfect. I know obviously, they had to do, some decisions to make with some of the guys that they were thinking about signing and stuff. So, I think it just, lined up pretty well.
Yeah, you kind of just mentioned it. I guess like how much was Tyrese really in your ear, trying to be like maybe trying to recruit you here or anything?
Yeah,
like that?
yeah. I mean, it's been over the years. We never got a chance to play together. We've always played against each other. So, I'm excited to, like I said, I'm excited to be alongside him and, even the other great players, we got on the roster with PG and Joel and Kelly and, just a lot of people, a lot of pieces. So, like I said, man, Tyrese called me as soon as they did, and then called me right after they did, and, after that it was locked in. So.
That versatility that you talked about, just how have you sort of worked to develop that over the course of your career?
Yeah, just being able to, just playing different positions. I think, since I've gotten in the league, I came in as probably a small ball 5 with Portland, and, sort of transitioned to, playing point guard playing backup point guard the past 2 years, and point forward the past 2 years. So, just being comfortable with the ball and being comfortable playing off great players. Coming from Portland, playing with Dame, playing with a great guard like that, I haven't had the chance to just play with a MVP caliber big man, so I'm looking forward to that. But yeah.
Last year was your most productive year yet. You played your most minutes of your career as well. Was there anything specifically that unlocked for you that allowed you to have that success, or just a matter of time and experience?
Yeah, I think it was just like a matter of time and experience. I felt great coming out of my year, out of my third year, and then just had to deal with a hamstring injury at the beginning of last year. But it's just that confidence coming from the year before, and I knew with the new coach that I had, that I was going to be able to use my versatility and be able to show everything I could do. So I think that's why I was able to have a great year.
You just mentioned playing point forward, and you have pretty unique sort of ball handling and passing skills for a guy of your size. I guess, have you always had that? Is that something that you developed once you got to the NBA? Like, how did
no, I pretty much always had that. I tell the story all the time. When I was bigger than everybody coming up, my dad coached me and would never let a coach put me in the post, and just was always able to continue working on my ball handling, and I guess he knew the bigger picture with me growing and me being able to use my ball handling and get downhill and just play make for myself and others. So I wouldn't say it just started. I mean, if you go back and look at me in college, I had the ball in my hands a lot, just being able to play make and get guys involved, and so I think it's been a journey with that.
Your first conversations with Coach Nurse, what exactly has he told you about? What is your role going to look like?
Yeah. We hadn't touched too much on it. Obviously, there's a backup. Some open spots in the second unit that I can fill, but I'm just I'm looking forward to just playing with great players, man. This is a great opportunity for me, and I know Coach Nurse. He like I said, man, he's coached a lot of great players, and I'm looking forward to it. So.
You're known as a guy who's got a pretty intense style of play as well, not afraid to mix it up, not afraid to talk some trash. I guess where is that originated from? Has that always been a part of your game too?
Yeah, it's always been a part of my game, man. Growing up, just like you said, man, just having an older brother, 10 years older than me, that played in college and professionally, so it wasn't easy. So I had to get it, and I think that's just what's in me, being that guy to mix it up and not afraid to take it to wherever we got to take it to. So.
And do you feel like Philly's a place that is really going to embrace that? Have you kind of already thought about that?
For sure. I can't wait. I'm ready to get it going. I know how much the team means to the city, and just from talking to Tyrese, how the Philly fans are. So man, I think we're gonna get along well, and I look forward to bringing what I bring to the city.
To go back to your friendship with Tyrese, just give us kind of the backstory of how you guys first initially met, since you guys haven't played together before, and what is it about the two of you that just your personalities click and that you guys have stayed close this
his
whole
birthday
time?
is the day before mine,
okay.
So let's just say that. I mean, we were at a high school camp together, I think maybe ninth grade, and he claims that I wasn't that the group of guys I was with, we weren't really talking to him because he wasn't highly ranked yet or whatever it was. But we locked in. We locked in from that point on. And I mean, my family knows his family, and we end up being roommates at the McDonald's game. We end up just kicking it off, man. And I know his sister, his uncle, his brother. I mean, everybody in his family. So it's definitely a experience that we talk about, and it's crazy that now we teammates. So I was able to talk some trash to him when we got the win here last year and there. So I was able to talk some trash to him, and now we teammates. So I'm excited.
But yeah, seriously speaking, to be able to go on the NBA journey together, how helpful has that been, just to have somebody that you can call or just get advice from? Or
it's extremely helpful. I mean, I remember, just talking to him when my second year in college was with his rookie year, and just talking to him with some of the stuff he was dealing with. I had already had a good idea of what I was coming into, but man, it's great. It's great. We can't believe it. Honestly, we still in shock. And he called me right before this and was like, "Man, I can't believe you in Philly, finna go to the facility." So it's crazy. It's crazy that we're teammates now.
You've obviously played against these guys a lot over the last couple of years in Brooklyn and everything. What kind of I guess when you look at Joel, PG, how you envision yourself kind of fitting in with this group?
Just being able to use my IQ and play off of, man. I think, like I said, man, I played with a great guard with Damian Lillard. Over when I was in Portland. So just being able to play off some, great players that I've played with already, and just being my IQ, valuing my IQ, and just being able to play off of them. I think they're obviously three great players, and they're going to be, the three guys that's leading our team. So I think just finding where I can fit in at and use my IQ and use my, what I do to be out on the court.
Piggybacking off that a little bit, what have you maybe learned from playing with a guy like Dame that can translate to not only playing with Tyrese, but Jared McKean, Quentin Grimes, those kind of guys? Just how to play off of. I think my versatility and my IQ, being able to switch it up with me bringing it up the court and getting them off the ball, and just making stuff easier for them, and while also being aggressive for myself, and I think that's gonna help the team, and like I've learned, just with them seeing double teams with a guy like Tyrese and seeing double teams and me being able to just play off that, I think it's going to be great with my IQ.
Your volume as a three-point shooter has gone up quite a bit each of the last 2 years. I guess how much progress do you feel you've made there, and how important do you think continuing to make progress will be?
I think I've made big time progress, especially the last 2 years with my attempts continuing to go up, and now it's just continuing to work on it. I mean, like you said, having three great players that require a lot of attention, I'll be able to get a lot of wide open shots. So, just staying in the gym and keep working on it and keep getting better year by year. So that's my goal, and be better than I was last year.
Going off that, just with your personal development as a player, what's your vision for the next steps?
Just to, like I said, continue to sharpen everything, continue to become better defensively, even after having a solid defensive year, continue to become better, continue to become better at everything. I think coming from last year, I was able to just look at some stuff that I wanted to do better. Even though I had a solid year, just looking at some stuff I wanted to do better and just go for them. So not trying to win, but continuing to sharpen my shooting, and my IQ, watching film, watching some things, and just learning how to play with these guys.
As a former Summer League champion and MVP, what would your message be to these guys that are about to go do it?
Man, go win it. Go win it. I lost the first game and didn't look back after that. I think we won 4 in a row after that. And, it's a great experience. I know, Justin coming into his second year, which was big for me. And, I expect, I'm pretty sure he'll do great things out there. And I know, they got a lot of other guys with VJ and Broom and just other guys that they have playing, man. Go win it. Go get the championship. Start the year off right. For sure.
All right, thanks for
Appreciate y'all. Have a good one. Thank y'all. Appreciate it.